Peace to all the gods and goddesses. Peace to all the ancestors. And peace to all the high vibrational beings on the planet. Today, I'm sending you nothing but love and light, man. Y'all come on in, man. We finna cut up. I'm thinking I'm on Facebook. I don't know if I'm on Facebook or not, man. Hopefully I'm broadcasting in 2 areas the way I should be. As you come in, please don't forget to like it up and share it. I don't know what's going on, man. You know, this is the first time I went live. Last time I tried to go live on multiple platforms, it wouldn't allow me to do it. I'm asking y'all to drop them names so that I could know where y'all coming from, man, because I'm not getting no comments right now. Okay, Taryn Anderson, thanks for the peace to you reflection. Thanks for commenting, man. Thanks for commenting. Let me see something. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to come on in, man. Okay. I see. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to come on in because see, you know, we went live yesterday around the same time, only we did this specifically on Facebook. All right. So now I'm streaming on both platforms. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that you need to. It's a must that you do. Okay. You have to go ahead and get over there to YouTube. When you get over there, do not forget to hit that subscription icon. You know, hit the bell and select all. Okay. That way you'll be notified when I go live because I'm going to be going live a lot more, man. Y'all, thanks for them nines, y'all. Thanks for them nines. I'm going to be going live a lot more. Like, you know, we had a deep conversation yesterday, man. We cut up a little bit, you know, and we most definitely finna get ready to touch, like I say, on this whole Luciferian theory over there. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe because I want y'all to be tuned in over there. All right. Y'all please like it up and share it. But we most definitely going live tonight because of the live that we did last night, right? You know, I had to go through the comments, man, and I seen there was a couple people on there. Well, one person in particular wasn't happy with some of the things that I said, okay? And so that's where you get the title for the live tonight at The Truth Shall Set You Free, okay? And see, we got to understand first and foremost, the only thing that's going to set us free in terms of, you know, anything that's going on right now, yo, is going to be the truth. Nothing else, okay? I don't care what nobody else come along and say, bro. We have to start with the truth, okay? And so with that being said, we have to determine what is the truth, man. Y'all drop the nines if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me well? We have to determine what the truth is, y'all. And I told you, man, whether you want to believe it or not, man, the only way we're going to ever really figure out what the truth is, man, is to fully begin to walk away from the monetary system, okay? That's the only way, okay? And I say as a collective whole, okay? So the lady who's had that sent me, that left a comment, man, she was kind of disappointed, man, because she said that she felt like I was saying only melanated beings are going to be able to ascend to the new world. And, you know, that wasn't what I said last night. In fact, what I said is, you know, when it comes to the gods and goddesses, man, y'all got to get y'all heads out of y'all heinies, man, so that you are able to ascend. Because if you ain't doing the work, you know, you're not going to ascend anyway, okay? It's going to be some 6 ether beings, me and the so-called white man, who's going to ascend as well because he's going to be at that vibration. Okay, let's get past it. But what I will tell y'all is this, man. The truth is the truth, Joe. And I just said, man, even with the research that I'm doing right now, okay, if you on here and you not one of the gods and goddesses, man, and you following me, man, I guarantee you're going to be disappointed, okay? I love you. I appreciate you for sending the stars and things like that. But guess what? You don't have to send the stars because I'm not money motivated. I'm here to do a purpose, okay? And I'm going to have to do that purpose whether you send the stars or not. You see what I'm saying? So, and, you know, with that being said, you know, as we dig into your history, you have to understand, bro, that it's an ugly side, bro. I don't care where you go, what angle you go, you know, I guarantee you're going to find out that a lot of the history that you think was yours was actually stolen, bro. And the proof is going to be right there in the pudding, and you're going to see it as we start to dig into the Luciferian theory, okay? And so, you know, when I say the truth is going to set you free, you have to understand that everybody has been lied to on a major scale, right? And this is where we get all the anger and the animosity from, okay? But one thing we have to understand is that the only way we will beat the system that's set in place is to move as a collective whole. We have to move as a collective whole. If you're not willing to move as a collective whole, then guess what? It's gonna fail to begin with. Because this ain't no job for maybe 2-3 million. You see what I'm saying? This is a job to be, we have to shut the grid down if we're gonna do this. And that's gonna take everybody. All right. Because when we do that, then we're able to point out who it is. But I say, when you learn the truth, bro, when you talking about digging into the truth, man, you gotta understand, bro. It's always gonna be somebody that's gonna walk away disappointed, bro. And I'm gonna have to keep it real with y'all. I don't care, bro. If you can't take the message, you might as well leave now. Okay? And so, that leads me to what I want to say. I want to go into the story of Yaqub tonight, okay? I want to talk about Yaqub a little bit because it's a lot of the 6 ether beings that come over here, man, and you assume that, it's everything that I'm saying is out of hatred when all you have to do is go do your research. When you understand Yaqub and you talk about the times, you understand that the story actually goes back to Jacob and, if I'm not mistaken, Esau in the Bible when a birthright was stolen, okay? So then we get down to how actually, the ether beings come along, okay? You actually was a creation that, was that stemmed from us, okay? When you really get down to the midst of the whole grafting program, you stem from us. So when you look back into history, this is why you are the youngest race of people. You see what I'm saying? But it ain't no hate there, bro. It's all truth. It's all truth. That's what I want y'all to understand, bro. That's not me trying to say, oh, I don't like these group of people. I don't like woo. No, that's me saying, look, this is the truth. After researching and finding out what's going on, we found out of every ethnical background or ethnical group, then you're the youngest group. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, y'all have to, bro. But I'm gonna just keep it real, man. And see what's so crazy about that is that we have to get past that to begin with. I'm gonna keep it solid, man. At this point, if you know you a God and goddess, you should have been a step into your power, right? If you know that you were chosen one, at this point, you should have been a step into your purpose, right? With the understanding of what it is that you have to do, okay? See, I'm gonna keep it real. When you start to dig into the cosmic, the cosmic, the whole cosmic world, you understand that, bro. It's way bigger, bro, than what you think it is because, technically, it's everyone. If you want to be technical, is an alien to what we know now. All right. But yeah, so, that wasn't the issue. And I want to tell the person that you follow me, man, look, that was never the issue, bro. I'm saying as a collective whole, man, what we need to do is we need to raise our state of consciousness, bro. Do you understand, bro, that everything that has been done to us was all about divide and conquer, okay? When you think about Yaqub and the whole trickology that was set into place, it was all about divide and conquer. To keep us arguing and fighting, right? To keep us distracted to the point of where we could be able to, they could do what they want to do. So as time passed, you see, because we're moving slowly away from that age of hatred, right? And we going into the norm, right? Because we see that, knowledge is easily accessible and things like that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We have to, you have to understand that they didn't need that no more. They didn't need that to draw that line between us to keep us separated in that way because now you have technology. It's other ways to keep them distracted. Okay? We got a television now. And with a television, we can full on manipulate their minds. We can keep them distracted and under hypnosis as long as we want to. You see what I'm saying? And that's the fact. So we got to wake up and see. I'm not going to lie, man. I would have asked everybody, it's a lot of people saying, well, what are we going to do if we don't have television in our home? Man, you still have phones, man. You still have phones. You have to understand there's going to be a lot of things communicated. If you waiting to hear anything from the news, the first thing you need to understand is that it's 9 times out of 10, it could be a big propaganda to begin with. So you're going to have to do the research yourself, okay? But despite that, I feel like we need to take the phones out, the TVs out of the homes anyway. It's doing nothing but indoctrinating our children. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to take them out of school. This is what we need to be focused on, okay? Because like I just said yesterday, you have to understand that right now, it's going to come to a time where, once this pole shift takes place, it's going to be some people that's going to survive, okay? And let me see if I can find this book. I told you I was going to recommend y'all this book. It's going to be some people that's going to survive this pole shift, right? especially if you're located in certain areas. All right. And so my reason for saying that is to say that, if you located in a certain area and when this thing take place, we talking about mudslides, we talking about a major turn of calamities, you're gonna need to know some type of shit to get things back to where you would think they were comfortable to begin with. Okay. So what I mean is, okay, when you're talking about earthquakes, tornadoes, mudslides, you're talking about, no electricity. When this is all said and done, okay, there's going to have to be a group of people that's going to have to come back along, that's going to know how to grow food, that's going to know how to filter the water, that's going to know how to reuse electricity, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I say, bro, what we got televisions at our home for, ain't nobody, unless they're watching those type of programs, that's going to give them the education that they need, because we talking about in the year 2030, man, it's a possibility that, things might not be the same. So while we sit, you see what I'm saying? Let's get it together, man. Hold on, give me a second. I wanted to try to find that book for y'all. Let me see if I can find this book for y'all. And I'm going to recommend that y'all go get this book, because I told y'all, I told y'all I had an accident. So if y'all see me moving around, I'm a little uncomfortable. But yeah, I told y'all, man, this is an event that actually takes place time and time again. Every 3,600 years, okay? So this is how people are able to tell you what's going on. It's called Planet X, The Arrival. It's called, let me see. Let me tap on it. It's called Planet X, the 2017 Arrival, okay? So if you want to look for a book that's going to specifically dig into the history of the event that's about to get ready to take place, that's going to be a great place for you to start, because it's going to talk about the landslides and things like that's going to take place. It's going to talk about what areas that you could possibly visit that you're going to be able to survive in, so on and so forth. But outside of that, for those of you who already are in those areas, right, when this thing take place, bro, how you gonna relive? You think things are gonna be where they at already? You're gonna have to have that knowledge to begin with. You see what I'm saying? Jermaine Brown, shout out to Jermaine Brown from Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? You got to have those things. So if you're looking for a book, man, get that. But I do want y'all to understand this, bro. I'm not money motivated, man, at all, bro. So, wow. I appreciate everything that y'all do, man. This is the purpose, bro. This is something that I have to do because I was chosen to do it, okay? So whether, you want to send stars or not, bro, I never get on here and I ask out for stars, man. But if you do, send them. Know that it's going to be sent or put back into everything that's going to help me get my message out or be able to grow in general, all right? Because you have to understand, when you align yourself with the universe, things are going to happen for you anyway, okay? When you doing the work, it's gonna happen for you to begin with. You feel me? But I'm not here to stroke your ego and make you feel good about anything, bro. I'm here to tell the truth, and you have to understand, like, the truth hurts sometimes. The truth hurts sometimes, bro. And for those of you who've been rocking with me for a while now, y'all know how I came in, bro. I came in, break it down why it was that you was a down eat the bean to begin with. Because a lot of people didn't understand why it was that Rashad Jamal was coming along and saying that, we were the now eat the beans. You see what I'm saying? They were just rocking with it. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people was calling him crazy when he was saying now eat the beans. So I came along and told you what it is that he was speaking of, okay? Why was it? I broke down the 9 etherical gases that he was speaking about, okay? And why, those etherical gases was, so important, okay? And how you had those same etheric gases in you, okay? Being a child of the sun, so on and so forth. And I came along and told you how your hair was not, although it was other people that came along and said the same thing, when we talk about the gods and goddess, you have to understand there's flocculus on your hair. It's the same thing you see on the sun, okay? Spoke of the sun heat genes and things like that. Told you what it was and how it was, how they played a role in terms of your skin color and things like that. when I came out, I was cutting up, but I had to ease back because a lot of people don't like, Facebook in general, bro. You see how they was doing me. So, I had to ease back a little bit. But like I say, y'all follow me on YouTube, man. We're going to get over that. But I want y'all to understand, bro, this is not a hate party. It's not a hate party, bro. I said it once, I'll say it again. For those of you who truly, truly, truly seek truth, who truly, truly, truly want to know what it is, who you are, and I'm talking about each individual. I don't care what it is, what ethnic group you come from, bro. The only way that's going to happen, bro, is to walk away from the monetary system. And the reason I say that is because everything is set up and based on the monetary system, okay? And I know it's a lot of people on here right now that's ready to say, hey, I don't care about money, so on and so forth. But it's going to take more than y'all, man. We have to move as a group, you feel me? See, when you see these people get on here, man, and they pointing out things in front of your face, man, first and foremost, this is why the ego it's so important that the ego die, man. People have to understand that this is not a competition. You feel me? The real chosen ones know that to begin with. This ain't a competition. Okay, we all got a job to do. You feel me? See, the most important thing that we could do as a collective whole is to come together to begin with and push our agenda in terms of what it is that we want, which is truth. Okay? I know myself, man, I'm thirsty to see what it really is, what's really going on behind the Antarctica. So I know when it's all said and done, bro, I'll be more than willing to back away from this whole situation. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? You feel me? Say all this gibberish, find something else to talk about. Hey, look, it's your Andrew Washington. What would you like me to talk about, Reflection? I'm talking about real stuff. Did you join my live yesterday, Joanne? Joanne, go check that live out, man. We cut up yesterday. We talked about some real stuff. But I wanted to come on here and say this, man, that basically, this is for the person. She knows who she is. She may be in here now, man. While I appreciate your support, man, I have no choice but to come on here and, speak truth to light, which is basically, what I said yesterday in terms of raising the frequency. And you know what I'm saying? Going back to the beginning of things and, just basically digging into everything and, Keisha Lewis, what you say, Ian? She say, haven't watched TV in like 13 years. Most definitely, you got to give up TV, bro. People don't understand that, bro. When we talk about everything that took place around the time that, the whole hot sauce situation was going on, okay? How did they get everybody riled up? Through television. They got everybody riled up through television. They had y'all believing that, every hospital in America was so packed, bro, that, they ain't know what to do with it. When in all actuality, it was so many people out here, you have to understand, technology enabled us to be able to go and check on their stupid asses. You understand what I'm saying? It was people out here that was actually going to the hospitals and saying, hey, the ERs are not even full. I'm in here, it's empty right now. You understand what I'm saying? But see, what they did was they had you do their job. Like I said, they made you run to the grocery stores, okay, through fear. Because television, and especially when we talk about the news media platform, they're all about fear. You see what I'm saying? Because they understand through fear, they can tug you any way that they want you to do. And that's what they did. They had you go and clear out those grocery stores. What did I say? Because you was afraid. Oh, y'all got to stay 6 feet apart. You got to so on and so forth. And look, make sure you got good hand sanitizer. Everybody running to the grocery store because first and foremost, they already done programmed you through the movies. So you thinking that when something like this take place, this is what you should be doing. You done seen it in so many of the zombie movies, okay? You done seen them whenever it's something that takes place, you see what I'm saying? Then guess what you finna do? You gotta go run and clean out the stores. You gotta make sure your water and all of that is packed up, your food, so on and so forth. You gotta make sure. So you did what they taught you to do, okay? Now that you did that, what they did was came back and they replaced that food, okay? They replaced that food with what was, and this is how they use the fear-based propaganda news platforms, okay? They use that food to make you really, really get the symptoms that they told you that you was going to have. And so once you got them, because they, through fear, through the propaganda that they spread on these platforms that they have, you ran to the hospital because you thought that the hospital was going to save you. I speak on this. Look, this is what you have to understand, bro. You ain't knowing. Now you going through that. So you have to understand, bro. When we dig down that rabbit hole, you have to understand that this is a deep, deep rabbit hole. It's so many people that is connected inside of this rabbit hole, bro. When you start to really and truly open your eyes, bro, at first sight, it's going to knock you off your feet because you're going to only think that this is something that you can see in the movies. But it's real life and it's going on every day. So while you run into the hospital and you thinking that they're going to save you, that's where they actually knocking your ass off at. You see what I'm saying? And you have to understand, when I say everything in this realm that we in right now is nothing more than a program, I mean everything that's in this realm right now is nothing more than a program. You was programmed to believe that the hospitals was your Lord and Savior, that they was going to save you. Okay? If anything has happened to you, your child, your pet, whatever, all you have to do is get them to the hospital and there's a chance that they're going to be safe, they're going to leave. I mean, they're going to live forever, okay? Or they're going to make it at least. You feel me? So your whole mind state, your whole agenda and your whole goal is to get to the hospital if you're sick or you hurt because you believe that that's going on. But when we talk about, that they're going to help you. When we talk about an elaborate scheme, something that's being put together, I'm talking about very strategically, then you have to understand that they need to get you there because then they can kill two birds with one stone. Because when we talk about on the organ harvesting side, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to, not only is we talk about, because, let me just say this, and this is for both platforms, for YouTube and Facebook. We heard Bill Gates speak and say that they wanted to get population down to about a good 15%. You see what I'm saying? Which means that they had to get rid of about, I want to say maybe 300 to 400 million individuals, okay? So we know that around the time that was going on, see, he said it. If you watch him, he said how they was going to do that was through what? Through the V-Nations, right? Okay? And through hospitals and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So the whole time that was going on, bro, okay, they was killing two birds with one stone, population control, and they was getting money. You have to understand, around that time, I can guarantee you they made the most money that they ever made off organ harvesting in I'm talking about any time of history. You see what I'm saying? Any time of history. They was killing two birds in one stone. Even if you wasn't even a donor, right? They still took them because they knew that there wasn't going to be nobody to come along and vouch or come along and check and make sure they was there to begin with. Okay? See, you don't even understand, bro. I be telling y'all, bro, this is way, way, way bigger than what you think it is. It's bigger than what you think it is, bro. And see, the only way you going to fully understand what's going on, you have to stop believing in the healthcare system. Okay? You got to stop believing that the police are here to protect and save you. Okay? You got to stop believing that judge has your full back. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, none of it. You have to let everything go. You have to let everything go and start to see things for what it is and start to really, really understand that everything is intertwined, bro. And whether you want to believe it or not, bro, when you go into, especially when you go into certain communities, there's a community inside of those communities of people, bro, that are, I'm talking about setting people up and getting them ready for this. Okay? Because they've been doing it. You feel me? They've been doing it. It's been happening. You see what I'm saying? It's just that, right now, Tina Jerry, where you been at, Reflection? I was just thinking about you today, Tina, for real, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Even though I ain't been doing this in a minute, though. But yeah, though, I'm just speaking truth, bro, for real, see? And I can guarantee y'all, man, that everything that took place, bro, is going to take place again. It's going to take place again because even though we know what's going to take place with the 2030 agenda, when we talk about Nibiru coming back into the atmosphere and we're talking about the polar shift and the possibility of so many people not making it, okay? But for the ones who will make it, bro, you have to understand that they have an agenda. And this is why they pushing the whole 2030 agenda right now, okay? Because they saying that, okay, for those, because you have to understand, bro, they bucking that they're going to make it because they thinking like we got underground bunkers and things like that. No matter what, we're going to be safe, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And so for those of them who do make it, we still going to push this 2030 agenda so that we can, give them hope. And just to give you hope, just to keep you, feeling like, people like me are nothing more than lunatics who come along and just speak just for just for fun. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all ain't been paying attention, man. I think I put up a video about synthetic meat on TikTok, man. TikTok put it down. How was it fake? Do you not understand that they passed the bill for Bill Gates to put synthetic meat out? So we talk about the people who actually eat meat at this point, right? Ain't no way you're gonna be able to tell if the meat that you eating in the stores are real to begin with. So at this point, everybody might as well just go ahead and give up eating meat. You might as well just go back to being a vegetarian because the food that you get out the store is a possibility that it might not be real to begin with. Do you understand that? Then you have to understand that even a vegetarian, even the vegan food ain't even safe no more. I mean, for those of you who actually really follow me, then you seen the video that I posted where they was tainting that. They was dipping that into things that could be contaminated, and it was also connected to the hot sauce. Okay? So, I mean, I know this is what y'all want to hear, man, but see, you have to understand, when I talk about this type of stuff, boy, look, they shadow ban me like it's crazy. Well, you might say this about to be an Obama third term, too, I believe, especially when, hold on. Drop the nines if you can hear me. Let me see. Yo. Okay. I'm good. I just got to make sure I'm good. But, yeah, somebody say it's about to be an Obama third term, too, I believe, especially if we see them change the law that prevents more than 2 terms. I think something major is going to happen that's going to force it to happen. So is that something that's a possibility right now, Julius? Are you saying that that's something that's on the table right now? Because I'm going to tell you right now, man, we have to be wary of these people too, man, because whether you want to believe it or not, man, they trying to force a prophecy down our throats, okay? And with the type of technology that they have, they can make things happen, okay? When, they can make the events that the Bible speak of look like it's taking place in front of your face because they're already manipulating the weather, okay? So we know anytime that you could create clouds and you could do those type of things, that means that you could create a tornado. We know about Project Heart, okay? But I'm just saying, you could create a tornado. You could create a hurricane. We know that you make it rain. We know that you make it snow. So you could create a snowstorm. So in the wrong hands, that's very, very dangerous. And, I'm just saying, like, right now, we have to be, Julius Lamar Jameson said, yeah, because Biden too old and Trump about to go to jail, possibly. I don't know, man. When we talk about those type of things, man, I always tell people, man, ain't man one of them going to save us, Biden or Trump. I don't care how you feel about Trump, man. Ain't man one of them coming to save us, bro. Okay? Ain't man one of them, our Lord and Savior, is all a part of the system, man. We'll see what's going to happen. I don't think that they're going to put him back in there. I think that whoever is vice president at the time, they're going to possibly step up, bro. I mean, I don't even think that Trump is going to end up going to jail, to be honest. You feel me? Trisha Boyer say the weather hasn't been natural in years. Yeah, that's fact. If you was following me last year, then you know that I burnt the snow because the snow is not real. Okay? The snow ain't even real. But that's dangerous when when you control the weather. You feel me? Somebody says about legislation. Yeah, take out because what you have to realize is, man, a lot of these presidents, man, they ain't running nothing to begin with, man. We talk about how the order of things. When you understand the order of things, okay? Excuse me. But yeah, though, y'all, so I want y'all to understand, bro. Yeah, you have to be wary when you talk about everything that's going on, man, with what he was talking about with Obama having the third term. And, bro, that's all goes back to Bible prophecy, okay? And right now, what I really, really believe is that they're trying to force a prophecy to take place because they want to see. You have to understand that when we talk about God, man, or the gospel, that's we break that down. That's nothing more than a gold spell, okay? So they got everybody under the gospel or the gospel, right? To the point where they worshiping and they waiting on somebody to come back and save them. And that's the issue. That's the issue that we have, right? It's so many people that's sitting back and waiting on everybody to save them to the point where they ain't even begin to start to look within to understand that the only person save you is you. How long is it going to take you to understand that that's a system that's been going on forever? And that's on both sides, okay? Because you don't, look, black people ain't the only ones still waiting on Jesus to come back. You got, I'm talking about, I'm talking about, this bill is real heavy. You have so many cultures that's sitting around and they waiting on Jesus to come back. But for the guys and goddesses, man, we've been waiting on Jesus to come back since slavery. Over 100,000 years, bro. And he ain't came back yet. You still waiting, bro? You still believe it in that story? See, you still ain't start to realize that that was nothing more than a trick. It was a trick. They tricked you. They tricked our ancestors, right? You feel me? To say, okay, if you obey me, then guess what? You got a chance in the pearly gates, man. That's all, man. To me, it's all about it, okay? The only person that's going to save you is yourself. You got to start to wake up. And see, you have to understand, even if we can't save ourselves, just because we start to begin to wake up, we can give our children the knowledge that they need to start to mold the young ones when they come along. Because that's what's going to be important. Even if we started right now, we would never see it all the way through. It'll be the next generation and those that come after us. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important. That's how you change the cycle, especially if you believe holy and spirituality, reincarnation, and things like that. You know, if you one of them that's running to the light when you pass away, and you can reincarnate it back in here, do you really want to deal with this again? Do you really want to deal with this again? You feel me? Let's be for real, man. Tiana Jerry say all this SHIT is a lie. That's facts. People got to wake up. But you know what? Sometimes I feel like, man, it'll never happen. But then, I have to remind myself that it's only 144,000 of us that's going to ascend to begin with, okay? Everybody else is going to be caught up in that gospel, that gospel. You understand what I'm saying? The gospel. They're going to go to church every day and believe the half stories that they was given in the Bible without fully ever going back to do the research, okay? They're going to still believe that when they pass away, it's over with. It's no more life after death. They're going to believe that. Somebody said the audio low. How about now? Drop them nines. The audio's still good. Y'all drop them nines if the audio good. Y'all wake up, man, for real. What kills me is it's so many people that come along and tell me they don't believe what I'm saying, but whole time you've been believing in Santa Claus for years. You've been believing in Santa Claus for years. All the way up to the point where you still teaching your kids about Santa Claus. You feel me? But then I'm coming along and telling you, man, that, all this shit is bullshit, bro. And you telling me that, no, what I'm talking about is the BS. It's a fight, y'all. Thanks for the nines, man. It's all good. We can hear you, brother. All right, thanks. Yeah, it's all a game, man. Wake up, bro. Wake up, because it's most definitely finna get real, man. And that's something that we don't need to forget. We don't need to forget that no matter how many celebrities pass away or how many, fake school, shootouts they would have, like, bro, you have to understand, bro, that's all a distraction because every time something like that happens, it's always something bigger that's going on in the background that somebody was talking about years before, and then they would tell you it was a conspiracy, and then turning out, this is what's taking place, bro. We got to start to wake up, bro. Save your children if you can't save yourself. It's a lot of cowards. That's what I noticed. It's a lot of real cowards out here, bro. You feel me? That's what it's all about. You feel me? say I'm sitting on my porch like, what the fuck, this shit crazy. I'm not scared anymore. I'm up, period. Yeah, Tiana J, you know what that means? That you get spiritually stronger. And you know, I know your story, man. You've been here. See, it's a lot of people that's been following over. They know the story. Trisha Boyer say, Keisha Lewis, I know how we need to start our own little communities and trade and barter goods and services. Wouldn't even need money. That's facts. Because that's how it was done in the original way. I like what you said about that. That's facts. We really do need to get our own land, y'all. Like, at this point, man, we need to move off the grid. But I tell a lot of people because, you know, that always becomes a topic. A lot of people saying, like, why don't we get our own land? So on and so forth, man. And I ask a lot of people, man, if you go get your own land, man, because, you know, you have to understand, when this thing takes off, because it is going to start to take off, the more people start to realize, you know, how crazy it is to partake in the things that they partaking in, they're going to slowly start to run that way. So I ask y'all, when this thing takes off, you have to ask yourself, are you ready for war? Are you ready for war? Because when you talk about shutting the system down that type of way, then you have to understand that as soon as it starts to become a big thing and a popular thing, then those powers that be, they're going to start to duck their heads up themselves and say, hey, what's this, man? We need to shut that down. We need to bomb it. We need to do something. We need to do something about that little community because that ain't going to work, man. Everybody starting to run over there. They ain't working no more. They ain't building no, you know what I'm saying? No. It ain't gonna happen. And that's why I always tell people, like, that's the way to kill the monetary system. Imagine what would happen if everybody right now decided that they wasn't going to work in the morning. Okay? Imagine what would happen if every landlord decided that, hey, we not taking check, because for me to even get up and go get a check from them is me going to work. That's self-service. You see what I'm saying? That'd be me partaking in the, you know, in the monetary system. Imagine what would happen if everybody just woke up and said, we're gonna burn all the money before they even take it to a digital currency. We're not partaking in it no more. Imagine what would happen, bro. For them to watch the economy, and I ain't talking about just in America, I'm talking about everywhere. Everywhere, bro. For them to watch the economy shut down like that, bro, you are really going to find out who it is that your oppressor is. Okay? Ain't going to be no need for you to run around, point your finger no more, because you're going to find it out. It's going to be the ones that's actually trying to get up and get you to go back to work. If they ain't the people, then guess who it's going to be? It's going to be the ones that's going to be right above them that's going to come out, that's going to start pulling out the guns and trying to force you to go back to work and trying to put you back into slavery. Then you're going to start to realize that the freedom that you thought you had was nothing more than an illusion. You see? See, you're not physically slave no more. You're not physically slaving. They don't have to have you in shackles and whip your back at this point. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to do that. Because they got you mentally enslaved to a system, okay, that tells you that you're going to go to school for 15 years and you're going to be programmed, okay? And in this school, we're not going to train you how to be a boss. We're going to train you how to be a worker, okay? Because we don't want bosses. We want more worker. And that's what the Rockefeller said when they, you know, I can't think of his name. But one of the Rockefeller said, we don't want more bosses. We need workers, man. Send them to schools so they can be working. If they want to go to trade school or something like that, that's something they have to do on their own time. For 14, 15 years, we're going to train them how to be a worker. We're going to indoctrinate them in the best way that we can. You see what I'm saying? We're going to indoctrinate. And then when they come out of school, if they ain't going back to college to get indoctrinated to be more of a worker, then guess what we're going to do? We're going to send them, you know, to work a job. Because they know they got to pay their bills. They got to pay their bills. You see what I'm saying? So, like, bro, like, and then it goes on. They got to put food on the table. They got to, you know what I'm saying? They got to put clothes on the kids' back. Like, it goes on and on and on. You see what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on. So the only way for you to ever be able to walk away from that is to say, man, hey, I don't care about no money, man. I'm going to go over here. I can't live right here, but we're going to go over here. So you have to understand, eventually you're going to have to end up and go to war. Because I highly doubt that they're going to let you rest. Everyone loyal until it's time to take action. That's facts, Antonio. Antonio say everyone loyal until it's time to take action. That's facts. I agree with that 100%. Tiana Jerry said, my mom changed on me. I never thought she would believe me it took for her sis and bro to leave and to tell her I will always be the. She pushed me away at 14. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Like, the sad part is, man, Tiana Jerry, the majority of the chosen ones, man, you know, unfortunately, man, those are the black sheep of the family. Majority of the chosen ones, you went through it in life already. You see what I'm saying? Tiana Jerry saying, now y'all best friends. You feel me? It happens like that sometimes. I'm just saying, but, for the majority of the ones, man, who are the chosen ones, man, I can guarantee you, man, you had already been through it in life. People never fully understood you, man. So you got pushed away from your parent. Believe me, I went through it, and I can name several other people that were chosen ones that went through it. Tiana Jerry say y'all talk every day now. That's what's up, goddess. That's what's up, man. You feel me? I know, it's that time, man. Is she coming around to the things that you've been, that you've been on? But with that being said, I just wanted to check in. And I just really wanted to clear up the whole situation, man. Like, look, bro, for me, man, getting on here on an everyday basis, bro, it's not about, the fleshly things, bro. It's not about what we see each other at from a fleshly standpoint, bro. It's all about the spiritual movement that needs to take place because it's a spiritual warfare that's taking place. Let's not worry about, you know what I'm saying, dead at this moment, okay? Let's all get on one accord, bro. That's the biggest issue, bro. We worrying about who gonna make it in, who ain't gonna. Bro, let's worry about how we gonna take care of what's right here in front of our eyes. Okay? How we gonna figure out how to get the fuck out of the situation that we in at this point, all right? And so with that being said, I just want to leave out as I came. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube. If you ain't on YouTube, man, get over to Instagram as well, where Instagram at I am awakened _ chosen one. And I just want to leave y'all as I came, man. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashay.